Alright, welcome back to Flight Sim 2024 and welcome to the iniBuilds A340-300. Yes, we finally have an A340-300 in Flight Sim. I've been wanting a high quality version of the 300 for years and years and years. Obviously, living in South Africa, we had plenty of these flying around at one point, and now we finally have a high quality payware version of the A340-300 with those tiny little CFM 56s. 5 APUs on this aircraft basically. So this is going to be my first flight with this aircraft, and we're doing the classic South African Cape Town to Johannesburg run, and I'm going to be using Beyond ATC so you can see our traffic in the background. There's a couple of South African A330s back there. There's an A320 and a bunch of Sapphires and Airlinks and things like that. And obviously Beyond ATC will be doing our virtual air traffic control. And then I've got Active Sky doing the weather. We might actually run into a bit of weather when we get Joburg's side. It is raining there currently and predicted to keep raining for most of the day. So we could have some clouds and rain when we get up there. Here it's kind of windy. 14 gusting 20 at the moment, so we're going to be dealing with that on takeoff. But anyway, let's jump aboard. Let's start getting things set up. Wow, it's a lot quieter inside here. Okay, let's get the batteries on, and we'll take the external power. And I am running EIS1, so we have the old school CRT displays, so that is really cool. Right, self-test, that's good. Okay, let's get this on. Luckily, all Airbuses are very similar. Right, we can put that onto 2, that's okay. That can be armed, that can go to auto, that stays until we are done fueling. And we'll pop these 1, 2, and 3. Right, let's have a look. Oh, that was just these screens coming alive over here. Let's have a look at what we have in the EFB. So a bunch of extra stuff. Maintenance should all be good because this is literally the first flight, so that's cool. Failures, I suppose we'll put that on real world. I don't think we're going to run into any of that down here in South Africa. Okay, it looks like these are manually triggered. Autosave. Okay, I should probably do the throttle calibration. Cool, that's done. Okay, we have a bunch of calculators for performance, so takeoff and landing, that's very cool. And then charts we've got. Right, let's see how... Oh, it's already pulled it in, that's awesome. Okay, so we're Springbok 343 today. Right, zero fuel weight, we're looking at 154.6. And we're going up to 390 and 17, almost 18 tons of fuel on board. Someone taxing past us, it sounds like. Right, the other thing I'm going to be using is self-loading cargo. So let's go and get our passengers and crew boarding and all of that good stuff while we're taking a look around the aircraft. Okay, I can hear someone taking off in the background. Right, we now have an A340-300. Let's just refresh these. Probably go to Air France first, because it's we can take South African Airways. Okay, this will be standard short haul. See, it doesn't seem like we're getting... See, that updates down there. That one does not. Okay, well, not the end of the world. SLC will have loading and boarding. Cool, let's start that flight. Right, let's come back down here. Okay. So up to 390. 17.7 tons of fuel on board. Our alternate today is Gaborone. Cool, we're expecting runway 19 for departure, and it is pretty windy. So packs on, flaps optimum, so we'll do those calculations just now as well. So here's our flight information. This is going to be live, so we're actually not going to use the weather from there because I have Active Sky doing weather from the actual time in the morning. Okay, let's import everything from SimBrief. Right, there we have all of that. So we have instant load and then load with GSX. So let's just do instant load because I don't actually have GSX. Right, ground equipment. What do we need from here? Pushback we can do from here, so that's good. Turret and weathering. Let's turn some of that up. Cool. And then we'll do takeoff performance and stuff like that. Just now, we actually have the SimBrief flight planner built in here. That's pretty cool. Right. It should be ground crew connecting. There we go.
Go ahead. Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please. Microphone check is 5 out of 5. Okay, Captain. Radio check is complete. We'll contact you when we're ready to start loading. Roger.
Right, so I feel like we're moving a little bit too much in the wind here. So wind ambience, movement. Yeah, okay, so it definitely is this. Cool. Okay, so there's our route. Springbok 343, cost index 15, we're up to 390. Right, let's go and get this information. So we'll go here to payload. So 0 fuel weight, 154.5. And the CG, where can I find that? Here we go. 26 point... let's do 27. Okay, fuel will be 17.7. Let's just double check that's what we've actually got. Cool. Okay, we are expecting runway 19. And I guess we can just go ahead and call up delivery so long. So clearance will be 122.1. 122. .1. Cape Town delivery, good morning. Springbok 343 Heavy, ready for IFR clearance to Johannesburg. Okay, QNH is actually 1013. Okay, so what I've just done quickly is open up the doors and connected the jetway. So if we look here, baggage loading is in progress. Okay, cabin crew and passengers will start boarding in a few minutes. Cool. Let's come down here before we do our radio call. Okay, so this... we need to turn these up. Cape Town delivery, very good morning. Springbok 343 Heavy, IFR to Johannesburg, ready to copy.
Springbok 343 Heavy, Cape Town delivery. Expect runway 19 or 101 Alpha departure. Initial climb to 6,000 feet. Is Squawk 4726.
Okay, expect runway 19, Teton 1 Alpha departure, initial climb 6,000 and squawk 4726, Springbok 343 Heavy.
Springbok 343 Heavy, read back correct. Contact ground 121.9 when ready for pushback or engine start.
121.9, Springbok 343 Heavy, good day. Okay, so 21 left in Johannesburg. It is wet. And we're gonna have NIBEX 1 Delta. 21 left. NIBEX 1 Delta. Okay, now we can do takeoff calculations. So, like I said, this isn't going to be entirely accurate because I'm using active sky. So this is pulling real world weather. Okay, so temperature currently for us is 17. Altimeter 1013 is correct, and then it's now 180 at 14. Alright, flexing to 53, and then we've got 38, 41, 48, flaps 1. 5.1 up. Okay, 38, 41, 48. And then flaps 1 and up 5.1, I think it was. Yes. So that can go in there. And we're flexing to 53 degrees. Very nice, that's done. Cool, that is correct. That's all good. We can dial this up to our initial climb of 6,000. Then we are good. Set that. And set that. Okay, that can stay off for now. That needs to be on auto. That flips up. That's off. Cool. Score code is set. Can go to auto. We're on 1 and we're on standby. Right, let's go back to the charts.
Okay, feel free to start boarding whenever they're ready to come
Cool, there we
aboard.
go.
Let us know
Let's
once you've
have a
started.
look.
No problem.
Pen this one. Right, so we are over there. And we're taking a runway 19, so very, very simple taxi. We will push to face north, and then Alpha short of 19. Nice and easy. Departure today is Teton 1 Alpha. Yeah, so that takes us out 20 miles. sorry, that's Bravo out. About 5 miles. Left to 145, and then climbing throughout all the way up to Teton. We need to pass this point at 085, which we should be okay for. So that is the 140 degree radial from K-Town. And CDV is 115.7.
All stations, we're about to start boarding.
Okay, the other thing I want to do, we'll go and fiddle with that now. Let's just tell the ground crew we want to start the APU. So if we come down here, let's do condition. It's 18 degrees, a little bit cold in there.
Stand by for ground power disconnection. We're starting the APU now. Roger. We'll monitor the startup from down here and let you know if we see anything untoward. Roger. Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. APU startup seems good. Nothing to report. Please disconnect ground power. Roger. Stand by, please. Ground power has been disconnected. Roger.
This doesn't have a name. But
Hello.
this is just thought of as a
We started
waypoint.
boarding. Passengers are coming through now.
Thanks a lot.
Morning. Mind your step there.
So what I wanted to actually do was show it on
Hi.
there.
Morning.
So what I
Mind
can
your
do
step
is
there.
put this in here.
Hello there. Hi. You're just up there on the left.
See, I don't actually need this one. That's actually not going to help.
Morning. How are you?
Okay, so then what I can do
Hi.
is
Hello there.
let's turn that off, but this one is on. And we should be able to then see that us crossing
Hi.
that radial when I do this.
Morning. Mind your step
See,
there.
it's that white one, so we'll see that line, and we need to be above 8,500 when we cross that. Okay.
Morning. Can I see your boarding pass, please?
Right, then we're pretty much just waiting for the passengers to finish boarding.
Hi. Your seat is just up there to the right.
So interesting, there's no checklists in here, I don't think.
Hello there. Morning. Mind
Right,
your
so let's
step
let the
there.
passengers board, and then I'll join you again just now.
Just up there. on
Okay,
your
we are
right-hand
just
side.
about done with boarding, so let's go ahead and get the fuel
Morning.
pumps
Mind your
turned
step there.
on. Fueling is done, so that's cool.
Hi. Your seat is just
We
up there to the
can
right.
disconnect external power and switch on the seatbelt
Hello there.
signs.
Straight to the middle then on the left.
temperatures, we were still a little cold. That must be the boarding done then.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Okay, we've received the load sheet from ground. There's the passenger count, the crew count and the total souls count. Plus yourselves, of course.
Thanks.
Okay, looks like we're all set to go whenever you're ready.
All right, you can close the doors whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'll let the crew know and we'll get closed up as soon as we can close doors.
Okay, parking brake is set. Let's remove the chocks. And let's get the beacon light on. And then our ground crew should contact us as well.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Call me when you require pushback. We're all set, so feel free to get connected and start when ready.
Via Bravo.
Roger.
Sapphire just landed.
If you're using software to track your virtual airline,
We're going to do our own pushback, so it's perfect.
Roger.
Okay, we'll do our push from here, so that's cool. Ground Springback 343 heavy, ready for push and start.
When ready to push back.
KLM next to us, 777.
Springbok 343 heavy, Cape Town ground, pushback approved. Face north.
Pushback approved, face north, Springbok 343 heavy. Okay, I think we are good to go. So let's get our pushback started.
The advice information here and now current.
Parking brake is on. We're ready to go. Tow is attached. Steering pin is inserted. Stand by while we start pushback.
Okay, classic 2024 issue where it will just jump off to one direction.
We're clear of the stand and you're free to start engines. Starting number 1. Roger. Starting engine 2. Roger.
Okay, we'll get engines 1 and 2 starting up. Then we'll make this turn. This grass on the runway has been a bug for a while, but I think it's going to be fixed in the latest update. Oh, I can barely even hear the engines. Okay, I just straightened the wheel and pushed. Well,
The brake is on.
turned slightly
Keep
late.
your parking brake on while we monitor engine startup and disconnect the tow.
Okay, one is up. And 2 is up, so let's get 3 running. And let's get 4 running as well. Okay, speed now. Sorry, speed is in managed mode. Nav is in managed mode. Altitude, we are climb and 6,000 set. QNH is now 1014. Like they just told us, and that is now set. 3 is available. And 4 is almost there as well. Okay, flaps 1 for takeoff. Let's disengage this. Can arm that. That'll get the packs back on. And we can shut down
Okay,
the
Captain.
APU.
Looks like a good startup on all engines and tow is disconnected. Nose wheel is free, so you're good to go. We'll get ourselves disconnected now, so have a safe flight. Look out for the pin on the left, and we'll see you next time. Thanks very much. Pin on the left, and we'll see you again soon. Cabin crew, please set doors to automatic.
Okay, flight controls test is complete. Ground Springbok 343 Heavy, ready for taxi.
On behalf of the crew, I ask that you please direct your attention to the monitors as we review the emergency procedures on board the aircraft. Please listen carefully to ensure not only your own safety, but that of those around you.
Request
There are
pushback
5
and
emergency
It's the A330
exits on the
behind
aircraft.
us, one of
Take a
those
moment to
there.
locate the one closest
The
to
2
you,
Singapore
and sense that it may be behind you.
A350s, that's
The
interesting.
number of rows to the exit.
runway 19 taxi
The
via
cabin
Alpha.
experience pressure loss. Please
short
stay calm
runway
and listen to
16.
instructions from the cabin crew. Oxygen masks will drop down from
Runway
above your
19
head.
taxi via
Place the
Alpha,
mask
hold
over
short
your mouth
runway
and nose like
16,
this, then pull the strap
Springbok
tightly.
343 Heavy.
Make sure you put on your own mask
Okay,
before
brakes
helping others.
released.
In the unlikely event of an emergency landing and evacuation, leave your carry-on luggage and items behind.
Okay, so that A330 just pushed. Right, so we taxi down here, we hold short of runway 16. I am a bit concerned about meeting that 8,500 foot
Request taxi to the active.
climb restriction. The A340-300 doesn't climb particularly fast.
19 taxi via Alpha.
Okay, auto brake.
Runway 19er taxi via Alpha. Hold short runway 16. Springbok 314 Heavy.
Oh, they all think we're on the grass. That's why they're screaming. Springbok 343 Heavy, ready to cross runway 16.
Springbok 343 Heavy. Cross runway 16 at Alpha. Continue taxi via Alpha.
Cross runway 16 at Alpha, continue taxi via Alpha. Springbok 343 Heavy. Okay, let's do that test. Pitch hard into the trim.
Contact Cape Town Tower 118.1. Have a good morning.
118.1. Good morning, Springbok 343 Heavy. Okay, I just need to get this right. There's 4, there's 5.1. Cool, that's tested. And Cape Town Tower, Springbok 343 Heavy, runway 19, ready for departure.
Springbok 343 Heavy, Cape Town Tower. Wind 215 at 14, runway 19er, cleared for takeoff.
Good for takeoff, runway 19 is Springbok 343 Heavy. Ooh, and then he said the Springbok behind us.
Seats for takeoff, please.
Their call sign is Springbok 314. Let's see, we might see them here.
Heavy. Ready to go. Runway 19er.
It's all good. There they are. I didn't hear their clearance, so I don't know where they're going. Probably, in fact, the only A330 flights that depart for South African Airways from Cape Town will be going to Johannesburg, so they'll be behind us the whole way. That is an issue. Okay, I think I've sorted that issue. Cool, there we go. I need to turn down those cabin sounds. Wow, that's loud. But I think it's because I updated SLC. Okay, man flex SRS runway auto thrust blue. They're gonna think we're on the grass, but it's fine. Wow, we're actually accelerating really quickly because we're pretty light. Just going to Joburg.
100 knots.
Line up and wait. Runway 19er. Springbok 314 heavy.
Positive rate. Gear up.
Okay, with this performance being so light, we'll make that 8,000 feet fine, I think. Okay, autopilot's coming on.
Springbok 314 Heavy, Cape Town Tower, 21514, runway 19.
Okay, thrust levers to climb.
Runway 19er. Cleared for takeoff.
And I forgot to turn this on. Okay, flaps coming up. Disarm spoilers.
Contact Cape Town departure
119.7, Springbok 343 heavy. Okay, I need to turn this down. This is killing me. Passenger. Okay, it's not that. Yeah, I don't know. Cape Town departure, good morning, Springbok 343 heavy, passing 4,000 feet, climbing 6,000, 10-1 Alpha. Okay, this can come off.
Springbok 343 heavy. Cape Town departure. Identified. Climb to flight level 190.
On to flight level 190, Springbok 343 heavy. Okay, maybe it's in here.
Cape Town departure. Springbok 314 heavy. Good morning.
It's not this. See, this is off. And that's off, so it must be.
Departure. Identified. Climb to flight level 190.
Must be in here.
Climb to flight level 190. Springbok 314 heavy.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning once again. You are now free to turn on your electronic devices. Just a reminder to make sure that you keep your seatbelt fastened until the sign is turned off by the captain, at which point you will be allowed
Okay,
to move around
that's
the
better.
cabin. Just to let you know, we will be starting our in-flight drink service in a few moments. If you could please clear all aisles and ensure that any bags are placed in the overhead lockers, it would be most appreciated. Thank you. Don't forget that if you need assistance for any reason, just press the button above your head and the
Okay,
flight
we've already
attendant will
passed
be
that
with you as quickly as
8,500 feet.
possible. And with that, I'll take the opportunity once
Coming
again
through
to wish you a
10,000,
pleasant flight
and landing
and I'll
lights
speak
can
to
come
you
off.
soon. Thank you.
I'll just keep this up so I can show you how to check.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign, so you are now free to move around the cabin. However, for your safety, we do recommend that you remain seated with your belt fastened at all times during the flight. Thank you.
Okay, and it's on this leg here that we need to check it. I think. Was that right? Yes, it's on that leg. So basically what we do is, you'll see we're getting closer to it now. As we turn, once we cross it, once it kind of moves from there past 90 degrees, then we've passed it. And that's where we need it to be above 8,500, which we are already, so. It's an interesting turn to the right when we're supposed to be turning left. Right, there we go. Okay, so we should hear Springbok 314 just behind us. So you can see we're coming up to that VOR radial now. Okay, so basically now we needed to be above, and we certainly are, so no issues. .24 decimal 7, Springbok 343 heavy, good day. Okay, actually what I wanted to do is this.
Good morning once again from the cockpit. I hope all is well with you and you're enjoying flying with us so far. We're currently climbing up to our cruising altitude of 39,000 feet, so I thought I'd give you a quick update. We're expecting to arrive on time as planned. Progress is going very well. You'll next hear from me just before we start our descent. I'll be sure to keep you updated if anything changes, but in the meantime, please feel free to relax and take advantage of our onboard facilities. Thanks very much.
Did that actually work? That's a problem. We're gonna get lots of point penalties for that. Oh well. And Cape Town Control, Springbok 343 heavy, passing flight level 190. We're actually leveling off at 190 because I was messing around with doing cabin announcements.
Springbok 343 heavy, Cape Town Control East, radar contact, climb to flight level 390.
On to flight level 390, Springbok 343 heavy. Okay, cleared all the way up to our cruising altitude. And that means we are going to mission along for the next 2 hours or so. Before I leave you, let's just quickly check the weather at Tambo. So currently 15 degrees, winds 10 degrees at 4 knots, but there are showers in the area, so I don't know, we will see. There's definitely some rain around, just depends when we get there exactly where the showers are.
Cape Town Control East, Springbok 314 heavy.
Hey, there's 314.
Flight level 160 for flight level 190. Springbok 314 heavy, Cape Town Control East, radar contact, climb to flight level 390.
And they're also doing 390.
Flight level 390, Springbok 314 heavy.
Okay, so no rain over the airport right now, but definitely some showers in the area, so we'll see once we get there. But we're going to cruise along for the next 2 hours, and I will join you again a bit later when we prep for our descent into Joburg. Okay, welcome back. We are not far from our top of descent now. And as you can hear, other aircraft are being cleared for runway 03 right, and They're coming from the other side though. They're on a Vargo, so they're coming from the north. So I think we're gonna switch over here from 21 left to 3 right. And that'll be iniBuilds. We'll take 1 Bravo and we'll see. Okay, so about 80 miles out now from our top of descent.
CSUN check Hotel X-ray. Contact Johannesburg, Director 121.4. Contact Johannesburg, Director 121.4. CSUN check Hotel X-ray.
Okay. Seems to be a lot more like private aircrafts, corporate jets and caravans and things like that, PC-12s on Beyond ATC than before. Both of those aircraft that they just spoke to, I think, are corporate jets. Okay, let's get... That's left.
124.7. Have a good morning. Center on 124.7. Globe 151 Juliet.
Okay, so I think we're gonna get possibly Zulu 3 right. Okay, so if we land 3 right, we'll most likely exit here at Romeo Sierra Hotel Inn, and we're parking on this side, I think. Then, if we do get iniBuilds 1 Bravo, it's fairly simple. So, oh, that's 1 Delta, this is 1 Bravo. So yeah, Delta takes us around for that side. We'll get in and then vectored to 3 right. Okay, intercept at 8,000. Missed approach altitude, also 8,000. Maximum 230 knots. And we will be 208 feet. No, 200 feet. But Barrow 5709. Okay. I think somehow I have why is this bound? There's another one. Okay, I don't see anyone on here. Okay, now I should be able to do this without the aircraft freaking out. Cool. Another one. That's so cool. 07. Where are they going?
Expect radar vectors.
Don't know.
Runway
Okay, QNH at Tambo 1022. Temperature is now 17. Wind 320 at 3. Transition is 8,000 feet. And what did I say? 5079. 5709. Oh, they've got SEM air in there as well now. Right, that is set. Okay, full config landing. This is gonna be wrong. So 320 at 3 is what we said.
Johannesburg Control West. Springbok 314 Heavy. Flight level 390. Springbok 314 Heavy.
So 314 is still behind us.
Radar contact. Safir 692. Contact Cape Town Control East 124.7.
Okay, I think we're gonna go medium auto brake. I sent a Springbok at 343 Heavy ready for descent.
Springbok 343 Heavy. Neighbor 1 Bravo. Runway 03 right. Descend to flight level 210.
NIBEX 1 Bravo for runway 03 right and descend to flight level 210, Springbok 343 Heavy. Okay, we cleared down to 210 and let's just double check. So 03 right we have at NIBEX 1 Bravo. Oh, 07 will be Lanseria, that's where they're going, which makes sense. Lots of corporate jets going into Lanseria. SAFE 395 is ahead of us. They're already over to approach. and cleared to 9,000 feet.
Air Zambia 305, Johannesburg Control West. Expect a Vega 1 Charlie, runway 03 right.
Oh, a bunch coming in from the north. They've definitely done some work on the traffic. I've never heard so many corporate jets. I don't think I've ever heard Sem Air, and I've never heard Air Zambia before either. So that's really
Turn
cool.
right, heading 110, climb to flight level 110. Turn right, heading 110, climb to flight level 110, CSMGC Golf Charlie. FedAir Whiskey Foxtrot, Johannesburg
FedAir?
Control West.
That'll be probably a caravan.
Runway 03 right.
King Air could be. Could also be a PC tool.
FedAir Whiskey Foxtrot. CSKGW Golf Whiskey, turn right, heading 145. Vectors for the approach. Turn right, heading 145. CSKGW Golf Whiskey. Fair 660, descend to flight level 090. Descend to flight level 090. Fair 660. Air Zambia 305, a Vega 1 Charlie, runway 03 right. Report ready for descent. A Vega 1 Charlie.
So Air Zambia is starting their descent now. We're going to catch up with our vertical profile just before Tevo.
Descend to flight level 230, Air Zambia 305. Fair 660, contact Johannesburg, director 121.4. Contact Johannesburg, director 121.4. Fair 660. CSKGW Golf Whiskey Q and H1020, expect radar vectors for ILS Zulu runway 07. Q and H1020, expect
Yeah, Johannesburg control is nice and busy.
runway 07. CSKGW Golf Whiskey. CSKGW Golf Whiskey, descend to flight level 090. Descend to flight level 090. CSKGW Golf Whiskey.
There we go, she finally got a bit of a break.
Johannesburg Control West.
Well, and then there's another one.
Flight level 278. Fair 277, Johannesburg Control West, identified.
Okay, we're coming up to our vertical profile now, so the engines should spool down. And we'll descend a bit quicker than 1,000 feet a minute. Right, Tambo is still not reporting any rain, but there are still showers in the vicinity, so we'll see what we get as we get closer.
Charlie.
Alright, looks like we'll be descending into the clouds shortly. So this is because they thought we were on the grass during departure, so that kind of makes sense. Get a bit of speed brakes out just to help bring that speed under control.
Fenix Whiskey Foxtrot, Octet 1 Charlie, runway 03 right. Report ready for descent.
So they're coming from the east out that way.
Runway 03 right. Ready for descent. Whiskey Foxtrot.
Fenix Whiskey Foxtrot, descent to flight level 120.
Descent to flight level 120. Fenix Whiskey Foxtrot.
Okay, speed brakes retracted. Speed brakes retracted.
Own navigation.
Roger. Heading direct for tree 9er tree, then resume all navigation. Fenix Whiskey Foxtrot. Thanks.
Right, we need to slow down to 250 knots shortly.
Fair 277, Avro 1 Alpha, runway 03 right. Report ready for descent.
Avro 1 Alpha, runway 03 right. Ready for descent. Fair 277.
Fair 277, descend to flight level 200.
Descend to flight level 200. Fair 277.
We're going to level off at 21,000. And start slowing down to 250 knots. Frequencies had a bit of a break, so it seems like we've got a huge rush of aircraft all coming in. They've all started their descent slightly different points, but the only thing is the ones who started before us that are coming from the north, they might end up getting to the runway very close to us, because they've got to come all the way past the airport and then in, whereas we're going almost straight in. So we could have some fun and games there. Yeah, we're at 250 knots.
Springbok 343 Heavy, descend to flight level 160.
Descend to flight level 160, Springbok 343 Heavy.
Springbok 343 Heavy, contact Johannesburg, director 121.4.
121.4, Springbok 343 Heavy. Good day. Johannesburg Director, good morning. Springbok 343 Heavy, passing flight level 200, descending flight level 160, NIBEX 1 Bravo, runway 03 right.
Springbok 343 Heavy, Johannesburg Director. QNH 1022, expect the RNAV runway 03 right with a pickup transition.
QNH 1022 and expect RNAV 03 right with the VECOP transition. Springbok 343 Heavy. There's one of those other aircraft that's coming in via Vargo. They're going to turn now and head in this way. Springbok 343 Heavy would like to request the ILS for runway 3 right, please.
Springbok 343 Heavy, unable runway change at this time. Johannesburg Director, Severe 660. Good morning, 6,000.
Right, there's another one descending. There's another one there as well. And another one, look at that.
Springbok 343 Heavy, descend to flight level 130.
Descend to flight level 130, Springbok 343 Heavy. Okay, more speed brakes. Let me see if I can get the ILS.
Springbok 343 Heavy, clear direct pickup. Cross pickup at or above flight level.
No, it's gonna be too
130.
late.
Clear RNAV runway 03 right.
Direct VECOP, cross VECOP at or above flight level 130. Cleared for the RNAV runway 03 right, Springbok 343 Heavy.
Severe 660, welcome back. Continue.
Ooh, 660 did a go around.
Continue. Severe 660. Severe 660, turn right, heading 095.
See, I don't get a...
Turn right, heading 095. Severe 660.
I don't get a VECOP transition here. On Earth 3 right, there's no transition. Even with that.
Severe 660, turn right, heading 190. Expect further clearance in about 29 miles.
Oh, this is a complete stuff up.
Turn right, heading 190. Severe 660.
See, they needed to give us that information earlier. My word, look at the traffic. Something is wrong here. Well, normally we wouldn't do this orbit, but I do kind of need to lose some altitude as well. Let's get a bit more speed brakes in. Yeah, they gave us that approach very late. What am I doing? Alright, let's go here. Where's the RNAV3 right? I don't even see it. Oh, it's right there, jeez. See, I don't get VECOP RNAV 03 right. So JS2 Tango 1, is that what I'm going to now? No. So let's go direct to that one, JS2 Tango 1. It's all happening now. See, I just don't understand. We don't get that VECOP transition. Springbok 343 Heavy would like to change approach, please.
Springbok 343 Heavy, roger, say approach.
ILS Zulu, runway 03 right, Springbok 343 Heavy. Affirmative, Springbok 343 Heavy.
Springbok 343 Heavy, Johannesburg Director, QNH 1022, expect radar vectors for ILS Zulu runway 03 right.
Expect radar vectors for the ILS Zulu runway 03 right, Springbok 343 Heavy. QNH 1022, Springbok 343 Heavy. Right, we need to turn here soon.
CSMGC Golf Charlie, leave our 372 heading 170, expect radar vectors
I'm gonna go
for
flaps
ILS
1.
Whiskey runway 03 right.
Leave or 372 heading 170, expect radar vectors for ILS Whiskey runway 03 right. CSMGC Golf Charlie.
Springbok 343 Heavy, 22 miles from CI03R, turn left, heading 055, maintain 8,000 feet until established on the final approach course. Cleared ILS Zulu runway 03 right.
Okay, turn left, heading 055, descend and maintain 8,000 until established. Cleared for the ILS Zulu runway 03 right, Springbok 343 Heavy. Oh, there's gonna be go-arounds here for sure.
Turn right, heading 250. Safari 660.
Okay, I'm just gonna go direct to this waypoint.
Safari 660, 8 miles from C03RW. Turn right, heading 340. Maintain flight level 090 until established. Cleared ILS Whiskey runway 03 right.
See, they're all getting their ILS. Why didn't we get it the first time?
Flight level 090
It's the aircraft turning in front of us here.
Cleared ILS Whiskey runway 03 right. Safari 660.
Okay, flaps 2. See, this aircraft here, slightly below us, and still descending. There's gonna be go-arounds here for sure.
Cabin crew, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
Look, so we've got them on final. They are about to intercept the ILS. They're on approach, and there were a bunch of others out here. There's another one there.
Please make sure you are seated with your belts fastened and your seats and trays in the upright position. Any items should be safely stored, and remember to turn off all electronic devices until after landing. Thank you.
Okay, localizer is alive, glide slope is alive. That aircraft on in front of us is on the ILS now. Let's get our landing lights on.
Fenix Whiskey Foxtrot. Flight level 118, we have hotel.
Fed Whiskey Foxtrot Johannesburg Director, QNH 1022, expect radar vectors for ILS Whiskey runway 03 right.
Okay, approach is armed. Spoilers are armed.
QNH 1022, expect radar vectors for ILS Whiskey runway 03 right. Fed Whiskey Foxtrot.
I don't see this aircraft in front of us.
Fed Whiskey Foxtrot, descend to flight level 090.
Wait, there's something there. No, it's not that. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. We need to hope that they extend this guy. Oh wow, there's another one there. And another one there. Gonna hope that they extend this guy to slot in behind us, otherwise we're gonna be in trouble. Or they put him on 3 left. This one in front of us is very slow. Certainly feels like we are gaining on them. Right, there we go, onto the localizer.
Johannesburg Director, Air Zambia 305, flight level 099 with information hotel. Safari 660, contact OR Tambo Tower 118.6.
Okay, so that must be the one in front of us. 660 has already done one go around.
Contact Tower 118.6. Safari 660, have a good day.
Okay, not happening now.
Zambia 305 Johannesburg Director, QNH 1022, expect radar vectors for ILS Whiskey runway 03 right. QNH 1022, expect radar vectors for ILS Whiskey runway 03 right, Air Zambia 305.
Okay, 10 miles out. Springbok 343 Heavy established 03 right. Okay, thick one's the runway, thin one's the taxiway.
Springbok 343 Heavy, roger.
Right, here comes the glide slope. Let's go down to 60.
Feather Whiskey Foxtrot, leave our 396 heading 240. Expect radar vectors for ILS Whiskey runway 03 right.
Leave or tree 906 heading 240. Expect radar vectors for ILS Whiskey runway 03 right. Feather Whiskey Foxtrot.
Springbok 343 Heavy.
Okay, that's what we prepped.
Tambo Tower 118.6. Bye-bye.
.6, Springbok 343 Heavy,
Hi,
good day.
Captain. All passengers are seated and secured for landing.
Thank you.
No problem. Let me know when we need to be seated.
You can take your seats now. We're almost ready.
No problem. All stations, seats for landing, please.
Chatsworth Tower, good morning. Springbok 343 Heavy, ILS Zulu 03 right. There's gotta be go-arounds here. There were two conflicting with us. Okay, gears coming down. Flaps 3. Okay, missed approach, we got 8,000. That's set.
343 Heavy. OR Tambo Tower, continue.
Flaps full. Continue approach, Springbok 343 Heavy. There's no ways they're gonna be on off the runway in time. Not a chance.
Thorpe Romeo Papa, go around. Fly the published missed approach procedure.
Okay, there's one going around.
On the go. Fly the published missed approach procedure. Thorpe Romeo Papa.
Thorpe Romeo Papa. Contact Johannesburg Director 121.
Okay, they went around. That means we might actually have space.
Contact Johannesburg Director 121.4. Thorpe Romeo Papa.
We still aren't clear to land.
Springbok 343 Heavy, go around. Fly the published missed approach procedure.
Go around, Springbok 343 Heavy.
Springbok 343 Heavy. Contact Johannesburg Director 121.4.
121.4, Springbok 343 Heavy. Okay, 230 was the max speed. Johannesburg Director, good day. Springbok 343 Heavy on the published missed approach. 03 right. There's an aircraft right underneath us. Or right above us. There it is there. So it looks like a King Air.
Continue.
Continue, Springbok 343 Heavy. Wow, we turned really early.
3 Heavy. Contact OR Tambo Tower 118.6. Have a good day.
118.6, Springbok 343 Heavy, good day. Doesn't make sense. Why did we turn so early? We're supposed to go, or maybe it doesn't say. climb to 8,000 and then turn right. Expect radar vectors, max 230 knots. That's how we got a Springbok 343 Heavy, missed approach, runway 03 right.
Springbok 343 Heavy, wind tree 40 at tree, runway 0 tree right cleared to land.
Cleared to land, runway 03 right, Springbok 343 Heavy. That makes no sense. So I guess we're basically just going to do a circuit. They're supposed to vector us in. Okay, let's come down to 180. We can start getting some flaps in. Okay, so after JSV 11, yeah, that's basically what we want, I guess. There's another aircraft there though, that's not gonna work. Okay, I'm gonna stay on this heading. And we're gonna vector ourselves behind this aircraft. And now the wind has changed as well. Oh my word, look at the stack of them coming in here. Springbok 343 Heavy going around. Okay, let's see if they'll hand us back over to director and we can actually get vectors in here.
Springbok 343 Heavy, go around. Fly the published missed approach procedure.
Fly the published missed approach procedure, Springbok 343 Heavy. Okay, what's our fuel look like? Not bad.
Johannesburg Director 121.4. Speak soon.
121.4, Springbok 343 Heavy, good day. Yeah, those two are just about on top of each other there. JustFlight Director with you again. 8,000 feet. Published missed approach procedure 03 right. Springbok 343 Heavy. Right, there's one. There was another one just behind it as well.
Springbok 343 Heavy, welcome back. Continue.
Continue approach, Springbok 343 Heavy. But see, this one... See, expect radar vectors. We didn't get radar vectors.
118.6.
So we did this part, but we didn't get any vectors. So, okay, we're clear of them. I'm just gonna bring it into, we're gonna go direct to this one. And we should be able to slot in on the approach just behind these other aircraft. Okay, we're gonna go flaps 2 here as well. Just keep the speed down. And keep that turn nice and tidy. That should put us bang on to the approach. Okay, so I need to check that out. I don't think they shouldn't have handed us over to tower, and I probably should have just carried on that 215.
Short Romeo Papa, turn right, heading 195. Expect further clearance in about
See,
290
that's
miles.
the other aircraft that went around.
Turn right, heading 195, Short Romeo Papa.
So they eventually did give him a
Zambia
vector.
305, contact OR Tambo Tower 118.6. Contact Tower 118.6, Air Zambia 305.
Johannesburg Director, ZSKHS Hotel Sierra. Flight level 082, we have hotel.
CSKHS Hotel Sierra Johannesburg Director. Good day. QNH 1022, expect radar vectors for ILS Whiskey Runway 03 right.
QNH
Okay, so
1022, expect radar vectors for ILS Whiskey Runway 03
there's
right.
one on final.
ZSKHS Hotel
There's
Sierra.
one that's just getting to the ILS now, and then it's us. Hopefully that spacing is okay. I think that second aircraft in front of us is gonna go around. So they're about to land.
Contact OR Tambo Tower 118.6.
This one's probably gonna go around.
Contact Tower 118.6, ZSMGC Golf Charlie.
Okay, localizer and glide slope are both alive. Let's arm the approach so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, now we do need to be handed over to tower, but we're still 12 miles out. Okay, first aircraft is touching down now. The second one's only been handed over to tower, so that spacing might actually be okay. Right, there we are onto the localizer. Oh, he's not touching down now. This one's catching that one very quickly. That second one's gonna go around. Let's go down to 160.
Springbok 343 heavy. Contact OR Tambo Tower 118.
Perfect, that's what we needed. 118.6, Springbok 343 heavy. Okay, gears coming down
Please
at
remain in your seat for
7.8.
landing.
Tower Springbok 343 heavy established. ILS 03 right. Oh, we're not in approach mode.
Springbok 343 heavy. OR Tambo Tower, continue.
Continue approach, Springbok 343 heavy. We're gonna go around again. Damn.
Clear of conflict.
Okay, flaps full. Screwing up that approach phase has made us quite fast. We're still not cleared for landing. Come on, get off the runway. Can we see anything? Yeah, there he is down there. Come on, turn left. He's turning now. It looks like it's extremely fast. Wow, it's going fast. Clear us to land. Come on.
Springbok 343 Heavy. Wind 340 at tree. Runway 0 tree right, cleared to land.
Clear land, Springbok 343 Heavy. Nice and windy.
Springbok 343 Heavy, cleared to land runway 0 tree right.
190.
Clear land runway 03 right, Springbok 343 Heavy.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Left on Romeo Sierra, Springbok 343 Heavy. This isn't Romeo Sierra, but why would we stay on the runway when we don't need to? Okay, spoilers, flaps. Okay, I'm gonna go this way.
Springbok 343 Heavy. Contact ground 121 decimal niner.
The local time is
121 decimal 9 is
10:19
Springbok 343 Heavy.
It's a nice 16 degrees Celsius outside. That's 61 Fahrenheit. Please check around your seat for any personal belongings you may have brought on board with you. And please
Sure,
use
that
caution
was
when opening
not the best
overhead
landing
bins,
ever,
as
but
heavy
I did
articles
have
may have
them
shifted around during the flight.
in my ear,
If
like
you require
literally
deplane
on the
assistance,
shortest
please remain in
final
your seats until all other
possible.
passengers have deplaned.
Okay,
One of our crew
landing
members
lights
will then
off,
be pleased
taxi
to
lights
assist
stay
you.
on,
Please remain
strobes.
seated until the aircraft reaches the
APU.
gate. The captain will turn off his seatbelt sign once it's safe to get up. Thank you.
Jasper Ground, good morning, Springbok 343 Heavy. Taxi to assigned gate, please.
Springbok 343 Heavy, Gate 9er Echo taxi via Yankee, Hotel. Hold short runway 0 tree left.
Gate 9 Echo, taxi via Yankee, Hotel, hold short, runway 03 left. Springbok 343 Heavy. I want to see what aircraft that is in front of me. Looks like an Emirates, but I didn't hear an Emirates at all. Unless it's Air Zambia. Could be that. There's someone taking off. Right, we're gonna go up the hill here.
Sapphire 277, cross runway 0 tree left at Echo.
Oh, it's a Sapphire
Continue
flight.
taxi via Echo, Alpha, Foxtrot. Cross runway 0 tree left at Echo. Continue taxi via Echo, Alpha, Foxtrot, Sapphire 277.
Doesn't look like a Sapphire tail. That's an Air Zambia aircraft. Oh, he's not crossing. He's going along. So it could have been a different SAFAIR crossing down that side. There's another SAFAIR over there. I'll just try and stay on the taxiway here while I'm plane spotting. All the traffic is nice and stuff, but my computer is dying. Is that like a King Air or something? Or does it look like a float plane? Because it is a float plane. Okay, we'll just ignore that. Okay, 9 Echo is on the Echo apron. It's the second last one. So just before that Qatar aircraft.
Air Zambia 305, cross runway 03 left at Echo.
Shame, you had to go all the way along here
Echo, Alpha,
and then
Foxtrot.
cross.
Cross runway 03 left at Echo. Continue taxi via Echo, Alpha, Foxtrot, Air Zambia 305.
Okay, he didn't call to ask for the cross. So I'm hoping we should get the same treatment. Is that a Qatari 777 or 787? Well, it could be A350. Okay, are you gonna automatically give us the cross? Springbok 343 Heavy, holding short runway 03 left at Hotel. So there's Qatar there, Etihad. Those are the internationals that I can see from here.
Cross runway 03 left at Hotel.
Once that happens, we will start deboarding and you'll be able to leave the aircraft. Thank you.
Cross runway 03 left at Hotel, continue taxi via Hotel Delta, Springbok 343 Heavy. Okay, there's a SAFAIR at the end there that's going to line up to take off, so let's just get across here. Okay, he's still at the holding point, so we are good. Looks like he's lining up now. Well, turning onto the runway now. He's still on the taxiway. Okay, Delta is the second one. This is Alpha. So we'll go Delta and then right in and park next to Qatar. Okay, I'm going to turn these off.
Cabin crew, please set doors to manual.
There goes Sapphire. Wow, the brakes are proper hot. 325. That looks like a 787. Okay, so 9 Echo, I guess, is Echo 9. Okay, that's Echo 6. Should be this big one here. Because 8 is this little one and 9 is in the middle. Perfect. Yeah, 787. Parking brake set. Right, that should go to standby. That's done, that's done. Let's shut down the engines. Should have turned that off already.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Cabin crew, the aircraft is secure. The stairs are connecting. Start deboarding once ready. Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please. You're loud and clear. 5 over 5. Roger. Okay, Captain. Ground power is available. Stand by. We'll start getting you offloaded in a couple of minutes. Just a reminder, if you're using software to track your virtual airline
There we
flights,
go.
you might want to finalize
Ladies
your
and
flight now if you haven't
thank you for
already
flying
done
with
so.
us.
We do apologize for the delay and hope it does not impact your onward journey too much. If you do require further assistance, please contact our ground team once you enter the terminal. Thank you. Roger.
Alright, welcome to our Tambo. Someone taking off. That was very interesting. So they've obviously made some changes to Beyond ATC. There's way more traffic than we had before. And I honestly thought we were going to get a second go around there. I really thought we were going to. But in the end it worked out. We're safely on the ground. We had fuel left, so no issues there. And that is loud. Oh, there goes the Etihad. Okay. Also 787. But very enjoyable aircraft to fly, so looking forward to operating this in the NeoFly series. We've got to take it across to Perth at some point. I think that's probably one of the most well-known South African Airways A340-300 flights, Joburg to Perth. But a nice 3-hour trip from Cape Town up to Joburg. No issues with the weather. It is windy though, but just a bit of traffic at the end there. But anyway, that's going to bring us to the end of the video. As always, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you did enjoy it, you know what to do down below. Hopefully I see you on the next one.